Okay, so let me just clarify something. I'm a bit of a RWBY nut. I literally got most of the manga and the novels, which are other way, and some of the comic books. I've also got some of the soundtracks and pretty much the entire RWBY volume collection, and even this one just because I wanted it. So I actually bought that twice, one for a friend and one for me. Just like how you guys seen from the intro of this video, even though it's pretty much like me facing my camera, I got something to talk about. So I got this in the mail yesterday, and I ended up putting it in, and I'd even put in the first disc. I put in the second disc actually. I just I just took it out, and it's pretty much all the panels and stuff like that they got from RWBY, and over Zoom calls and stuff like that, podcasts, whatever you want to call them, and I mean, I don't mind them, but I would have loved to see some concept art or some, I don't know, the making of. And I know that Zoom calls, COVID, and everybody's at home doing all these things, but I don't know. They just this the special features, and one of the reasons why I even get the DVDs, besides when I move out of my mom's house. I will have probably no internet, so I'm going to make sure I have at least something to watch. Anyway, hold on. So the case isn't bad. I don't mind the case covering. I don't mind anything about this at all. Everything about this is cool. Besides it being just everybody from the volume. Hang on. Everybody from volume 7 just kind of switched to practically different poses. That's fine. All this is fine and hunky-dory. I don't mind that at all. But when I was watching the special features, I didn't really. I heard the music from volume 7, and I'm like, why can't we hear the volume 8 intro for this? I'm like, okay. I guess they just really like that song, so I'm like, okay, that's awesome. And the thing is, this isn't really much of a rant about RWBY being bad or something like that. No, it's just, I don't know. Even just going to the play, special. I usually just kind of look up the watch the special features on this, or whenever I'm at a specific time of day and I just want to write about RWBY, write or draw or whatever. I want to go back and look at the special features from the ones from volume 1 all the way up to 7, and there is not much to go on now in these anymore. There's literally in the special features an option button for audio, and once you click audio, it's only English. Why have that as an option if you're not gonna have anything else on it? And it's just you could have used that option for I don't know, director commentary or something like that. I would have enjoyed to see that a little bit for volume, how they did with volume 1, where they had the art drawings of the the storyboard drawings, and then voice acting, and then just talking over it a little bit. That was actually pretty fun to see. But with this, it's just kind of unnecessary. It's fun to look at sometimes. In the volume 6, hold on. In the volume 6 Blu-ray, I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna call them DVDs. In the volume 6 DVD, you pretty much see in the main menu, the drawing of a bunch of the characters on a moving wallpaper, which was cool. And then you get to volume 7 and you get to volume 8's Blu-ray, and it's just wallpaper, just plain wallpaper. Heck, I wouldn't even mind if they did it back in the day of original wallpaper, where it was just movie main menus and stuff like that, where you just see scene by scenes of a specific thing that's happened in the show. Or go back to volume 6's and try to kind of keep that kind of train going, because you know that's actually pretty cool. And I know you want to put more flavor on these things, but sometimes you know, you just get what you got, and you got what you get, I guess. And I mean, I'm not hating on it. It's just like I'm just kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to voice my opinion now on this little subject, because it's just, I don't know. It's a I can't really put the word on it, because I'm watching Volume 8 again. Ooh, no, don't mean that. I'm watching Volume 8 again now, and you know, I still love the show. It's got its ups and downs, and I gotta say, the fans of RWBY have been actually, the people I've been watching have been making me fall in love with RWBY all over again. There's this YouTube series called Fixing RWBY, and in Fixing RWBY, they pretty much they have the power of hindsight on their side, and so they can use whatever they have from RWBY and put it into you know, their own creation, making it really good. And it's not perfect, but it's really cool nonetheless. And it gives me something to watch before, you know, RWBY comes back. Even though, you know, we've got the little Tales of Remnant, I forget what they're called, but those little shorts. But you know, those things pop in and out. And as much as I still haven't, you know, bought the book, but I still enjoy them, but they're also like here and there. You know, I want to get my feel of RWBY. You know, like I would love to see like RWBY video games and stuff, and not just phone games and whatever the side scrollers that they have, but you know, like an actual action RPG or like a storm stuff, something. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. uh Pretty much I would just wanted to see a little bit more like the crew of RWBY like they did in the other ones. But I know that this is kind of like just me rambling and venting, because you know, I miss watching the show, and then like a couple months go down, and then I can buy the Blu-ray and see the special features. I'm the kind of guy who watches the disc 2 of everything, and that's what I enjoy. I enjoy stuff like that. And because you know, I draw, I write, I try to direct as much as I can, and I voice act. And this is the type of stuff that helps me try to like get a grasp of that situation, and or the way of doing it, because you know, I want to produce my own stuff too. And RWBY is one of the biggest, obviously, biggest motivator that I have to produce all my stuff. So kind of seeing this like that, and you know, listening to the podcast is something to listen to when you're you know, when you're like just drawing and you're just trying to pass the time. But you know, I don't know what else to do, you know. And I know there's, you know, dozens of things I can do on my YouTube and go off of that, but you know, I like RWBY, you know. And with Monty, it was like watching Final Fantasy action based content. You know, that's, you know, when you watch like Dead Fantasy and stuff. And you know, I'm sorry Monty's gone. That's what people would say. You know, best of luck to you just to rewatch all his old stuff, which is fine. But I really want to, you know, like, there's some things that just feel right to me. And it's not just like, you know, Monty. It's RWBY. I like seeing RWBY. I've been a big Rooster Teeth fan since I was like, I don't know, since like Halo 1 came out. Yeah, my dad and my godfather, they were like big into like consoles, and they wanted to get the big stuff, and that's when, you know, we got the classic Xbox, and then, you know, Halo, and for some reason we started getting real internet and became a big thing. I mean, I'm 23, so Rooster Teeth, YouTube, in Red versus Blue. I fell in love with all that in Haloid. You know, that's just, you know, it's me. And I've always liked their content and the way they do things. It's, you know, it's very free, you know, they're free to do stuff. Nowadays, yeah, with RWBY, it's just, you know, like, it feels like every other production. And I think maybe it's because it got too big, and that freedom isn't really like there, because now they're always on like a time crunch for everything. And it's just, I guess what this video is pretty much telling you is my thoughts about the state of like RWBY as a fan for me, and how I still enjoy RWBY to this day, even though there are some problems. And I'm not just going to be like, oh, RWBY's the best. RWBY's the best. Yay. I know it's not the best. That's okay. You know, it's got its ups and downs, but I still like it. Even though it's going into a more like anime Bleach kind of style, like their style and outfits and stuff like that is more Bleach than fantasy, Final Fantasy kind of stuff. That's when I think of Monty's style of like designs. It's more like Final Fantasy with a little bit of like biker fetish is what the Joker said it was in what's it called, Red Hood, Batman Underneath the Red Hood. Excuse me. Wearing my Deadpool shirt. Excuse me. I got COVID. No, I don't. I've already got that. The little booster shots. Actually, not the booster, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I guess that's pretty much all I really wanted to say about the subject. It's not a bad. It's just I just felt, you know, like sharing my little comment saying, you know, hey, I really like the show, but I'm kind of concerned on like their marketing, like, and it's not always, you know, been bad. You know, they've always had like, you know, they've always had like really good like picture frames, and you know, these are also posters. So, you know, it's really cool to see them reuse those designs. If they had like a special edition, maybe I'm just, you know, out of it, but you know, like bring back like a remake thing for this one, for the original volume 2, because I don't know, it just feels very, you know, like it's like the only one that actually makes you feel iffy on looking at the artwork. Not like it's a bad thing, but it's just like, you know, I want to see like volume 2's wallpaper for the freaking case. That's what I'm trying to say, case. And I guess that's pretty much it, really. Just all right, I guess I'll talk to you guys later, because I actually do want to start making RWBY videos soon. It's just really difficult with time, and it is the holidays, so my mind is mostly occupied elsewhere. And you know, starting projects that I still feel like I need to you know, push further on. And it's just, you know, I'm pretty bad at time. That's why you need like help sometimes. So thank you guys for listening to my little rant, and I will see you guys next time.